Hey everyone, welcome to the Glow Up Girl podcast. I'm Kyra Mitchell Lewis, and thank you all for joining. First, I want to say happy holidays to everyone. I hope the holiday season is treating you well. I hope you're also having a great week. You're probably getting to a point for many of you where you will be heading into a vacation or getting ready to travel for the holidays. So be safe. Also, remember the reason for the season, and then also just like relax. So side note conversation. I hope that you will truly get to enjoy the time that you have away. If you are able to take time away from your job, that you really are able to relax and just be present in the moment, catch up on some shows, watch a bunch of movies, sleep, whatever it is. I know I'm really excited about doing nothing. I have crammed so much into these first 3 or 4 weeks of December, just so I can get to the last week in the month and I can actually do nothing other than cuddle with my puppy, talk to my husband, just chill out and relax for the time that I do have away from my 9 to 5 and Glow Up Girl. So just some nuggets for you, about relaxation, self-care, re-energizing, refilling your tank. Because remember, if you don't refill your own cup, you'll have nothing to give in the new year or any other day to anyone else who needs your help. Okay, so on with the discussion for today. All right, so last time we talked about in the career series things you shouldn't do when you're seeking a promotion, because this is probably the time of year where many of you maybe have already had reviews already at top of this month, or maybe, well, I would assume now, by now, we're getting very close to the end of the year that you've already had those things. So just a quick recap for anyone, because if you are most people do have mid-year and end of year. So these things can also help you, with your anytime mid-year review, end of year. All right, so let's just do a quick recap. There were a lot of them. So 1, asking for too much at once. 2, believing that promotions are based on merit alone. 3, neglecting your long-term goals. 4, trying too hard. 5, thinking a promotion will fix everything. 6, overshooting your target. 7, not making it a win-win for everyone. 8, wrong place at the wrong time. 9, asking for a promotion or raise simply based on your tenure with the employer. Oh Lord, I forgot the count. Okay. Next, not having a recent significant achievement or milestone that supports your request. Next, using the request to test your employer. Next, acting inappropriately. Next, not having your facts about your job responsibilities and the match with your actual credentials, right? So job responsibilities, you're not actually really qualified for the job that you're in or the job you're asking for. Next is lack of persistence. And then the last one is jumping ship prematurely. So I know you might be saying, Kyra, those were a lot. And they were. There were 15 total. I lost count through the list. But because on my notes, I had bullets, not numbers. Okay. But you can go back and listen to the episode called Promotion Anyone, and you can hear all of those with explanation if you missed that episode. So you can listen or watch on YouTube. All right. So now we are a little over a week from the new year. And I, like everyone else, gets really excited about the new year and the new opportunities that lie ahead for us. So let's just chat. Let's talk about some things that can help you to jumpstart your jumpstart your joy in 2023, both professionally and personally. All right. So, number one, celebrate 2022 and the wins and the lessons, no matter how big or small. So I think it's important that we do think about, I know a lot of times at the end of the year, you're probably getting your goals, right? You're probably saying, let me look at my list of goals that I put together and see where I am. First of all, I'm an advocate of, and this is just a pro tip for next year, I'm an advocate for definitely making goals and looking at them throughout the year versus like setting one goal and then just doing the year. And then you're like, oh, I didn't meet that. So I think like having a way to track and measure your goals like throughout the year is really important. But also we know that within a goal, there are going to be like sub goals. There are going to be many goals. You're going to have one big thing, and then there are going to be many things, little mini milestones, so to speak, underneath those. And so those things are worth celebrating. Say you had a big goal of, I'm going to start, say you were going to start a new business, right? And you've done all the things, a lot of the milestones, and your next lever and milestone is to actually flip the switch, turn on the business. So you should celebrate all those other things that you accomplished this year, because I, as a person who started a business, know that it's not easy to just start a business overnight. You have to work towards it. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of learning, a lot of information. So celebrate that. It's just important that we don't lose sight of the things that we did accomplish. I have a vision box it's also a vision gratitude box that I use, and I'm going to open it up here in a few days, and I'm going to look at it, and I put lessons, I put things that were bad, I put things that were good, so that I can reflect and I can celebrate the wins. I can celebrate the lessons. So that's number one. Do that for yourself before you go into, or putting yourself down and saying, I didn't do all the things, I had a goal to lose, I was going to lose 30 pounds. And okay, but did you start? Did you start working out? Did you start eating differently? Celebrate those things and figure out how you can be better next year. All right. Number 2 is something that I've been doing probably now since 2019, writing a letter to yourself. So writing a letter to your future self that you can read at the end of next year. So it's an opportunity to celebrate the you are today, and also write down the hopes and dreams that you have for the next year. And I'll tell you, it's a pretty cool exercise to get that letter in from your future self and to see, where was I back in, say you're writing it this year. Where was I in 2022? Wow, I was there. I said I wanted to do these things. And now at the end of 2023, look at what I've accomplished. So I think that's a really cool way to document, and to also another way to put down things that you would like to accomplish for this next year. All right. Number 3, create your personal theme for 2023 and to capture your goals and vision for the year and milestones of how to get there. So I think that's really important to figure out, what is the thing that I'm working towards next year? I mean, because it's easy to say okay, yeah, I want to get a new job, or I want to lose weight, or, I want to read more books. Okay, maybe, I want to take more courses. I want to do some additional learning. Well, maybe my theme is like, it's a year of continued learning, right? And then you figure out inside that theme, what are the different things that can support goals that you might have? So, okay, we're going to say continued learning. Maybe it's, I want to read, 20 books next year that are not fiction, but are more like development and, development books, or books related to my career, books related to, I don't know, self-development, whatever topic you want, but I've got those 20 books, right? And that's a part of my year of learning. Also, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in LinkedIn Learning, and I'm going to take X number of courses per month that support this theme of continued learning. And then say, if you have a goal, it can also include something like, if you have a goal for like, I would like to get healthier in the new year, then maybe it's a year of learning how to better like plan your meals, how to plan sustainable like workouts, right? So it can be a number of different goals that fall under this umbrella or this one theme that you have. So I think that's really important, because if you can get one theme and you can tie different goals that you want to accomplish in your life underneath that one goal, then you start to see how like all the things work together in your life. And I think like you get really, I'm excited just talking about it for you potentially, but I think that would be really cool. And this will be the first year that I'm actually, next year is that I'm going to do a theme. I've often done goals that I've tracked through like quarterly. But this year I'm going to tie everything to one theme, whether that's the theme, the vision board, all that stuff is just going to have one theme. Am I there yet? Nope. I got a lot of ideas. So I have a lot of ideas. So I'm going to spend the next week like just sort of thinking about it and aligning to what that looks like for me. Okay, so that was more, say, on personal development. So let's talk about the career side, right? So is it that you get serious about what you want in your career? So let's just say, for me, we'll use me as an example because I'm the only example that I know, right? It's my story to tell. So at the end of 2021, I knew that I did not want to be necessarily employed at the place that I was employed at the end of the year. So I just decided that I was going to launch my looking for, new opportunities. I was going to launch that in February. Had some things come back from the holidays in January. It's busy, had a lot of work to do, had some online conferences, some things that we had to get through. Let me just get through those things. And then in February, I'm going to redirect and going to focus on figuring out what is my next step? What do I want? And so what it did also was like, I wrote out what I wanted, what were non-negotiables, what were culture, like, and from a culture standpoint, like these were mandatories, deal breakers, etc. I think if you are going to be looking for, a new opportunity next year, like you need to map out what it is that you want. Like it just can't be, oh yeah, I'm just sick and tired of them. Because you know what, quite honestly, wherever you go, no matter what job you go to, I mean, there's always going to be challenges, right? Because there are people, there are humans, there are people there. And also it's a company. So there are always going to be some challenges, but I think it's important that you determine what's important for you and what you need. So I would definitely say, if it's a new job, make sure you write that down. Make sure you figure out what it is that you need to find joy in the chosen company. Because also it's important for us to realize that, I do think it's still a job seekers market. And I think that you still have the opportunity to get what you want, because it's not just about taking a job because you want to move from something else. It's about finding something that's going to be a good fit for you and your not only your career, but also giving you that work-life balance that you need, because that's still important. Okay, so next, if it's a promotion, because we have been talking about promotions, right? Make sure that you've had the necessary conversations with your manager, that you've talked about the goals, the steps that you need to take to get you there. Also, if you have already had that conversation, have you outlined and looked at trainings that can support you to take that next step in your career? So it's just as much as we want the job to do something for us, I think it's also important that we are doing the things too that help us to continue to be a valuable asset to wherever we go, whether it's the job the company you're at today, or a company you leave and go to, a month, 2 months, 3 months, whenever. But just make sure that you are continuing to pour into yourself in order to give you the skills and tools that you need to elevate to the next level that you'd like to be. Yes. And then the next thing is, do you need help planning or strategizing to get you where you want to be, professionally or personally? That's a question I'll let you think about. So I will say, if you do, then invest in you. Invest in a coach. Find a coach. I talk about this a lot and have talked about this a lot in the Gyrl podcast. So if you've been listening, even before I started this career series, I've always talked about, the importance in my mind of having a coach and having a therapist. I think that we all need support. We all need a support system. I have a coach and I have a therapist. And also I've had, different coaches at different intervals for things. Like this year alone, I've had my everyday, this is my coach. This is my coach. But then I did some business coaching with another coach this year. And that helped me to actually get to a place where I launched this part of the podcast, the career series. So, I think a lot of times, you might be thinking, I don't think I need a coach. I don't think I need that. Why do I need somebody to tell me? It's really helpful. I'm not telling you because I now am a career coach also, and I'm telling you because I think it's just important, because we can't figure out all the things on our own, no matter how smart we are. Because as long as you have like an everyday life, and, for me, like I have a corporate job that I work every day, but, between 7:30 and, sometimes 6:30, whenever. And then I stop, take a break. And then a lot of times I go to Glow Up Gyrl, which is my business, and I work there. And guess what? That's a lot. And then, I'm also a wife and a fur mama and a daughter and a sibling, a sister, and life is already lifing enough. And sometimes you just need that structure and guidance and accountability. So I think it's really important. I will say to you that I do think when you're ready to truly elevate to that next level, it's when you see the importance of investing in yourself. And that's what I'm going to say. But I could talk about the importance of coaching, getting accountability partner, someone to help guide you, talk about that for a really long time. But I won't do it to you today. But just think about that, maybe that next step that you need to take in order to get you where you would like to be is to invest in you and getting someone to help you. All right. Number 4 is finding a tool that allows you to capture and track your goals, progress, and more throughout the year. Is it a vision board for you? Is it a planner? I am going to shamelessly plug a new product that I launched from Globe Gyrl. It's called the Glow Book. It's a vision book and journal. It's a vision journal. It is really created to help women to it's one part vision book, one part journal. There is an area for you to capture that yearly theme, to capture long-term, short-term goals, milestones, also goal planning, just to map out what each of those goals look like, what it takes to get there. There are also vision planning pages. So for me, I love to do a vision board, but it's really cool to have it all in one place so that now I see it throughout the year. This is my vision board in a book, and then I can keep referring back to it while I work through my goals. And then also there are what I call glow formation prompts. So each day you can ask it asks you a question, and you can think about it and write your response. So it's the first edition, over 60 pages. You can get it at glowupgirl.com. So shamelessly plugged my own product, but I will say, even if it's not the Glow Book that you decide to check out, find you a tool. Find a tool that can help you capture goals and track them. And I would definitely say to you, set it up quarterly. Do it quarterly. Don't just start with lofty goals at the top of the year, and then you're just going throughout the year and then get to December and then you're like shocked and amazed that you didn't actually meet the goals because you didn't break the goals down in a way that was meaningful to help you actually be able to accomplish them. All right, so those are my 4 things I recommend to jumpstart your joy in 2023. One last time, let's go through them. Celebrate 2022 and the wins and the lessons, no matter how big or small. 2, write a letter to your future self. 3, create your personal theme for 2023. Capture your goals and vision for the year. And 4, find a tool that allows for you to capture, track your goals and progress throughout the year. All right, so it's getting a little dry. All right, before I go, I want to tell you about a few things. First, remember you can head over to Glow Up Gyrl to access previous podcast episodes, resources, and so much more. Second, I'd like to invite you all to join me for a free workshop called Jumpstart Your Joy on Saturday, January 14th at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's for my ladies out there who are looking for career guidance. I'm going to tell you why I feel I'm qualified to help you on your journey. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey. We're going to do a fun exercise, talk about your strengths, try to uncover what those strengths are. And then last, I'm going to tell you how we can work together to get you to your ultimate goal of a career that you love, something that you get up every day and you just can't wait to do it, can't wait to get there. And it just brings you the ultimate joy to do that every day. You can register for it at glowupgirl.com. Go to the homepage and there'll be a scroll at the top. Just look for Jumpstart Your Joy and register. Again, it's free. It's January 14th, Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So this has been a great chat as always. I really love talking to you all about your career journeys. I love sharing my career journeys with you as well, because I feel like we're in it together. We're just friends that are talking. We're all kind of going through the same things, right? And I can't wait to dive into some new topics next year. So while you're enjoying your holidays, you can catch up if you've missed any episode. If you've missed any episode from the Glow Up Girl interviews or the career focus episodes, you can watch them on YouTube or you can listen on your favorite podcast platform. And if right now you're thinking to yourself, I really wish that Kyra would cover this next year, or if you've got a story that you'd like to share, please send those thoughts or topics to me via hello@glowupgirl.com. All right, so it's time now. I'm going to leave you. Thank you all for all of the support this year. The podcast has grown tremendously this year, and it is only because of the support of listeners and watchers like you. And I really can't wait to see where we'll go next year. So stay tuned. I'm really excited. Got some great guests coming your way, some great career topics also. Now, next week, remember, there won't be an episode next week because the holidays will be taking some time away. But like I said, you can listen to some of your favorites or any ones that you've missed while I'm gone. We'll be back with new episodes on Thursday, January 5th. So thank you so much again for listening, for watching, for commenting, for the reviews, for all of your support. I greatly appreciate you. Happy holidays to you and your families. And until next time, stay focused, fab, and glow up. Take care, everyone.